Hey everyone, my name is Josh, and this is a Minecraft any% Superflat speedrun, where the goal is to defeat the Ender Dragon as quickly as possible on a Superflat world with any preset that you want, and the preset that I'm using is in the description below. I'm also going to be playing on hardcore difficulty because that makes things a little bit more interesting for me, and the goal of this speedrun, for me at least, is to get practice with Ender Dragon fights, and having hardcore difficulty kind of simulates that, since it requires me to have food and armor to get through the fight, which may not be necessary if I was playing on peaceful or something like that, which I know people have done in the past with Superflat runs. But anyway, the only major difference between this run and a peaceful mode run is that I need to get the food and armor. And that's very sloppy crafting on the screen there, but that's okay. So the big difference, like I said, is the food and armor, and you notice that at the start with the first layer of the Superflat world being hay bales, which gives you 3 bread per hay bale, and then you also have an iron layer here, which allows us to get some iron armor and also some iron bars. And the iron bars were not a mistake to craft. The iron bars are fairly useful in the end because they're easy to get blocks. You get a lot of them with just a little bit of iron, and they allow us to pillar up in the end. So for those of you who have watched an end fight before, you know what's coming here. We're going to go around and destroy all the ender crystals with snowballs, and then blow up the ender dragon with beds. So this end fight itself is pretty straightforward. It's not great, but one of the things that's always random in a Minecraft world is how many pillars generate, and how tall the pillars are that generate. And this world is pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, these first few pillars generate a little bit high, so I have to pillar up on the iron bars to destroy some of the ender crystals. And destroying the ender crystals in the middle of the end is pretty important because the ender dragon flies through the middle a lot. And my aim's a little bit off right now. I came into this run having not played Minecraft in about a month, so my aim isn't perfect right now, but in the end I feel like this is one of the better ways to start practicing end fights while still trying to accomplish a goal. So anyway, we're going around destroying the ender crystals, and that allows us to go fight the dragon now. So the dragon swoops in for the first one and we get the first hit off. I should talk a little bit about what I look for when I'm doing these Superflat runs, because a lot of Superflat runs are not possible to use because there's just either too many crystals, or crystals are too high, or the crystals are too far apart. And this makes the end fight pretty difficult if you get just a bad end at all. And if we were using arrows, things would be a little bit simpler, because arrows have a higher trajectory, so you can kind of do more with them. You can shoot the crystals from farther away. You can shoot higher up crystals, but since we're using snowballs, and since we use snowballs in pretty much most Minecraft speedruns that don't use glitches at this point, it's pretty important to have snowball practice. Anyway, I've used 3 beds at this point, and I've taken out about 2/3 of the ender dragon's health. It's possible to kill the ender dragon in 4 beds, but in this run, I don't do a very good job of that. I get pretty close there with the 4th bed, but unfortunately, since I couldn't get the 4th bed done, this is not a sub 4-minute run. But that's okay. My ultimate goal in this was to get a time under 4 minutes and 7 seconds. And because that's the time... Oh, by the way, crafting snow there, not really necessary when I had the iron bars on my hotbar, but oh well, I wasn't thinking at the time. And the final time there, since I know I messed up the timer, is 4 minutes and 5 seconds. About 5.5 seconds there. But yeah, that's faster than the set seed in-game time of 4 minutes and 7 seconds. So as far as I know, this is now the fastest time to beat the dragon on a new world for any Minecraft speedrun, which is pretty cool. That was my goal in the end. I would have liked to get a sub 4-minute run, and I may include some bloopers at the end of this video that show some runs that didn't work out, but we're going a little bit faster than this one. But yeah, this run is definitely not unbeatable. 4 minutes. Honestly, this is a 3 minute end fight, which really is not that great. You can easily get better than a 3 minute end fight, but there's not really that much of a point to grinding it, especially since I've kind of gotten to my goal time of under 4 minutes and 7 seconds. But yeah, anyway, I may try to stream some more of either set seed glitchless or random seed glitchless in the future. I want to get my times up on both of those categories, since I think having over 9 minute time in set seed glitchless is not really acceptable anymore for me. I should be able to do better than that, and I would like my time to be closer to maybe a sub 8 minute time. And for random seed glitchless, I haven't done much with that, but at the moment, the best I've managed was an hour and 42 minutes, and I know I can do way better than that. So hopefully I can get that done sometime in the near future. It's a little bit harder to stream for me than it used to be because my living arrangements are a little bit different and it's pretty loud most of the time. But I'm going to see what I can do. So hopefully there will be more streams in the future. Anyway, hopefully there will be more streams soon, and there will probably be clips at the end of this of failed runs that did a little bit better but didn't work out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.